Good morning, Facebook family and friends. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning to everybody in the Back in the Days group. Hey, I see ya. Good morning to the community of Parkway Reunion Group. Good morning. Good morning to Atlanta, Georgia, Southside ATL, Rufford Drive, Zone 3, Cleveland Ave. Good morning to Decatur, where it's greater. My granddaughter, London. Hey, London. My beautiful mother. Hey, mama, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning to everybody in South Florida, my aunties. Hey, auntie, good morning. Good morning to, did I say Parkway, the community of Parkway Reunion Group. Good morning to everyone watching. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. And good morning to, let me see, you. Today is a great day. I'm telling you. Listen, the sun is on rising. The birds are chirping. The roosters are cock-a-doodle-dooing. Today is a great day. Why? Because today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today is a great day. Why? Because you woke up this morning. If you woke up, you blessed. If you're breathing, you are blessed this morning with the gift of life. That's why they call it the present. I'm wishing everyone out there a peaceful, productive, and positive day. Have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. The word of the day comes from 1 John chapter 4, verse 11. And the writer writes, "Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought to love one another." What does this mean? So the first thing the writer writes is be loved. ED at the end of it. Past tense. That's you. You been loved. It ain't just started today. It ain't just started this morning. You been loved. So the writer says be loved. If, and then when it says if, it's not talking about if maybe, it don't mean maybe, it's saying since. Since God so love us. If God so love us, we ought to what? Love one another. Right? The word says if God so loved, ED at the end of it, past tense. God been loving you. It ain't just started today. You are loved. Be loved. If God so loved, past tense, us, we ought is present tense, love one another. So in other words, since we been loved, we ought to love one another. Be loved. That's you. You been loved. If God so loved us, God loves us, ED at the end of it, past tense, we ought to love one another. Why? Because God is the what? Example. Think about it. We're trying to be godly. We're trying to be godlike. We're trying to be holy, set apart, different. God is different. Remember, I always say the world is opposite of the world. God is different, right? So we're supposed to be different like God. God loves us, so we should love one another. God is love, so we should be what? Love. God loves you, so love yourself. Woo! God loves you. So love yourself, and when you fully love yourself, then you can love your neighbor. And when you fully love your neighbor, then you can love your enemy. But it all starts with what? Love. Love from God, love of self, then love of neighbor. Love of God, love of self, love of neighbor. The word of the day, 1 John 4:11. Be loved. That's you. If God so loved us, that's us, we ought to love one another. And this is good news. Hey, good news. I'm wishing you love. Why? Because God loves you. I love you. Love yourself. I'm wishing you peace. I'm wishing you patience. I'm wishing you prosperity and good health. Know that you are loved. Know this. You got to know this. You got to know this. 1 John 4:11. Be loved. That's you. You been loved. You got to know that. Know that. Know that you are important. God knows the number of hairs on your head. You got to know that. Know that you are important so you can treat yourself important, so you can act accordingly. Know that you are important so you can act accordingly. And know that no matter what the situation looks like, we walk by faith and not by sight. So no matter what it looks like, know that we gonna make it. We gonna make it. Peace. 1 John 4:11. Beloved, if God so loved us, we ought to love one another. Peace.